Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Scrap Mechanic in the Town. Now I want to go ahead and introduce you guys to the brand new mall. Now this is something you guys have been wanting to see for quite a while now. It's been coming up more often in the comments, and I figured, you know what, we can really get in here and put together a pretty fantastic mall. Now it isn't a full-size mall. Obviously we're trying to deal with lag here in Scrap Mechanic, and we can't make something that is completely ginormous because it would probably kill the town. But anyways, folks, I do want to go ahead and apologize real quick also for yesterday's episode being uploaded a little late. I had some issues with the actual upload itself. If you didn't check out that episode, we viewed a couple of fantastic viewer creations. I will link that in the description. But remember, folks, if you are enjoying Scrap Mechanic, leave this video a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. And let's check out this mall. Okay, so if you're wondering where the mall is, it's between the arcade and the bank, which, by the way, the bank still has a hole in it. We will fix that. I'm still trying to plan that little heist thing that we're talking about. That's still in the works. I am still thinking about it, but give me some time on that one. But anyways, the mall itself, the exterior is based off a mall. It's called the Bayswater Mini Mall. You can Google that. It's got a really nice exterior on it. Now, we didn't have the exact colors of that mall, but we came pretty close. I really enjoy the way this looks, actually. Now, the lot itself, while not being the biggest building in the town, that would still go to the theater down the street. This is probably the second biggest, but this is probably the most detailed building. Now, the building itself, it's 6x6 drags. When I say drag, that means when you're dragging the brick all the way, it goes 16 blocks. So it's 6 of those by 6 of those. And so you can go around it here. And the back side we haven't quite finished up yet. I'm going to stick something back here. I'm thinking maybe it's going to be like a little plaza or a park. But that is actually morely the exit. The front, of course, is up here. You can see mall written out on the top, all lit up. Now, we do need a name for the mall. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to call it. I like something a little more creative. I don't want to call it Camodo Mall or something like that, or CG Mall. I would like to hear something kind of from the heart from you guys, something really cool, so comment below with that. I'm also going to leave one more very big thing up to you guys, and we'll talk about that once we get on the inside. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys one last view. Now, originally this mall was going to be all exterior shops, like you'd have to enter from the exterior doors, but we switched it up. Now it's an actual interior, or I guess we should call it, it's an indoor mall. Now you're probably wondering, because you're seeing the staircases on the outside, you can go up to the second story shops up there, but you can also do it from the inside. So let's go ahead, we're going to cruise into the inside. I love the way this entrance looks. It looks fantastic. I love the pillars, the extra concrete pieces, the really tall windows, and we're going to hop up into here. Now, something really amazing that I should probably mention about this mall, let's pull out this connection tool. Look at this. There is only 4 bearings in this mall, and I've done this because bearings cause lag in Scrap Mechanic. Everybody knows that. I've seen people like Spy Cakes for his mini city recently basically eliminate most bearings from doors, and we've done the same thing. That way we can try to continue this town as strong as possible, and that way a lot of you guys can get in here and run these maps and run these buildings. So anyways, there's no bearings here at the front. We're going to walk in. Let's turn off the HUD and give you guys a really good view of this. I love the interior of this mall. It looks really cool. I love the glass at the top. It does let in a little bit of natural light. I guess we could have tried to position it somewhere else, but I do love the location being behind the city hall. It just feels like these big buildings really line up really good up and down, kind of in the center of Comodoville's commercial district. So we've got a lot to go over here. Now, obviously, you can see the interior. Let's go ahead and just walk you through this real quick, and then we'll go to each of the stores that we do have finished. We've got a little fountain here. Now, I do want to thank Mr. Scrubmaster and Non-Newtonian. They went in here and helped me build certain things, and I gave them each the choice to build their own shop, and we'll point those out here in a second. But yeah, really cool fountain here. You've got your little benches, little island area with plants. Now, you're probably wondering, well, do you have a bathroom in here? And yes, we do. This is the only one that's in the building. The shops or even the restaurants were a little too tight to fit bathrooms in. So you would walk here to the back, and you can go through this door and you can get into the bathroom. Give you guys a little peek of that. Now, there's two ways to get onto the second floor. You've got the ways in the front, those front staircases, or you've got the way in here, and you can go out to this side, and you can walk up this staircase, and here we are on the second floor. So we're going to walk over here, give you guys a little view. I like this little balcony area. I like the glass up here with the railing. That looks really good. Now over here, this is going to be left up to you guys. This is probably going to have to be a two-part little series with the mall. I'll probably add a little bit more to the second part besides just these two stores. But we just ran out of time, so I need you guys to suggest two really cool stores to put in this mall. But go ahead and wait until towards the end of the episode. That way you see what stores we already have. That way we don't get a bunch of duplicate answers. Alright, back on the first floor here, we're going to go to the right. This is one of the stores I designed. This is actually a bar and grill. A lot of malls have some sort of either food court or they do have these built-in restaurants. So we went ahead and went with that, and look at the interior of this thing. This is actually really nice. And this feels really good because we've knocked out a lot of suggestions you guys had for the town between restaurants and different like stores. So it feels really good sticking something like this in here and getting it knocked out instead of it having to have its own little building. So I'm really happy about that. So we're going to walk in through here. Here's a little area where the hostess will set you down. Now you've got two options. You can either go sit at the bar, which actually looks really good. There's a lot of brown in this restaurant, but most of the bar and grills that I was looking at, they all are kind of really dark. So that's why I went with all the little shades of brown, the tans, the black floor. So yeah, you can sit at the bar if you want to have a drink and have some food. Or you can go over here, set in the booths. We've got two of them, and then we have two of these little individual tables. Got a little bit of art on the wall. Now, do keep in mind, like I said, this is a mini mall, so even some of the shops and restaurants have been downsized to fit in here, because if not, this would probably get a little out of control as far as the size. Back here, you've got another little table. You can see out the front of the mall here. Over here, this would be where if your waitress or waiter is through, or if you're through eating, they can come back here and ring you up. Normally these little island areas or these back areas are away from the diners, so that's why it's back here. Now, the way the bar came out, it was really nice and I wanted it to look like a full bar, but the only problem was the kitchen. Now the kitchen is small, I warn you. I almost didn't put a kitchen on here and just said, well, just pretend there's one, but I'm pretty sure some of you guys wouldn't have been really satisfied with that. So you can walk back here. Here's the kitchen. Yes, this is a very claustrophobic kitchen. I hope you are not afraid of tight spaces, because you've got still all your stuff back here. It's just probably really unsafe. You get stuff from your stove, vent hood, a little ice box here, refrigerator. You got another oven here on the wall. I don't know what type of bar and grill this is. Maybe this is like a Chili's or an Applebee's type bar and grill, so they serve a variety of food. And the last thing I want to go ahead and point out, you can see behind the bar here. So if you're role playing back here, you can be back here and be a bartender. You've got your drinks up here on the shelves. Here's a little serving window. Say if there's some bar food that needs to go out, they can just hand it right through here, and the bartender can hand it to the customer. Anyways, that is the bar and grill. I'm really happy with the way that one came out. Next, we're going to go across the store here. This is the clothing store. Now, this interior is actually really nice, so we're going to walk into here. Check this out. Now, there are certain items that are really hard to build in Scrap Mechanic, and oddly enough, coming up with clothes, it's really awkward because everything's blocks. So, trying to make this look unique was a bit of a challenge, but I'm actually quite happy with the way this came out. Now, what this is morely based off one of those a little bit more fancy clothes store. If you've ever been to a mall, you probably have walked by a clothes store that's kind of dark. It's got really loud music in it. That's kind of what this is. So anyways, you've got your little islands here. These could have shirts, maybe some jeans, shorts. Over here, you've got some of your footwear. Maybe these are just some of the latest and greatest boots. It's really all the footwear we have. Actually, you know what? Does he wear boots? I don't know if he wears the same boots that are available right there. They kind of look a bit different, but maybe they aren't. So yeah, you've got that. You've got some of the hung up items over here. Here's a mirror where you can check yourself out, I guess. More, say these are jeans over here. Got some more pants over in this area. A little bit more footwear up there. We got some more stylish colors up at the top. You've got that. Over here, these are the dressing rooms. You can come in here, try out your new clothes. I've got 2 of those. And back here, this is the little counter. So this counter's got a little area here. Say this is where they would hang up all the little hangers that they get after they bag up your clothes. You got another little area over here for possibly maybe returns. And then you've got your cash register and a little bit of storage area back here. But yeah, definitely really happy with the way this one came out. I like the store, I like the style, the colors are really nice. But anyways, let's go ahead, keep this moving. Let's go on to the next store. Now, if you're wondering, down here, these stores, or at least these 3, the chicken place, the clothing store, and the bar and grill are the biggest stores in the mall. This store over here, which I'll explain this thing here in a minute. I know it looks really odd. This store's a little bit smaller because of the staircase in the corner. And the stores upstairs are kind of small too because you're dealing with the balcony area and the really open area. This is one of the stores that Mr. Scrubmaster designed. He didn't give me a name or anything for this store. I'm assuming it's just some sort of Scrubmaster's chicken place. It's actually got a C. Maybe that means Camodo. I don't know. He designed this store though. It's kind of one of your, I would say, run-of-the-mill fast food chicken joints. Walk into here. I like what he did with the front of this store because it's really open. It's not closed in with the windows like the other ones. So you can just walk right in, go up to the counter, and get your order taken. Looks like these are menus up here. I like the awning. I like the way he's done the counter, and you got the little topper up here. Looks pretty good. Looks like you've got 2 cash registers to take your order. You've got your menus. Maybe, is that a tip jar? Could be a tip jar. I don't think I've ever seen one of those at a chicken place. It's the only thing I can think that might be. So you've got that. It looks like you've got some seating through here. I like his chairs. I like that, and I like the little stop sign setup he's got. Over here, you've got your little ketchup, napkins. You can get your drinks here. Very cool. Now, let me see here. This looks like the trash can / tray return. Let's wander back here and see what we've got going. Oh, can I fit through here? Yes, I can. Got stuck there for a second. All right, so back here, I can picture this being like a biscuit oven. I mean, what good is a chicken place without some sort of biscuits? So I'm assuming that's what that is. Of course, you got your fryers for your fries, chicken. This could be one of those minimalistic type chicken places. It could be like, hey, you're gonna get probably fries and chicken and a biscuit. You're not getting anything else. Could be wrong. Now this, I don't know what this is. I can only maybe take a guess. I'm not really sure. That's something. I'll have to ask Scrubmaster about that one. I have no clue what that is. But I think I got everything else pretty nailed down. So yeah, you've got that. Very nice chicken place. Love the lighting. Love the sign. The sign's actually really fantastic. Scrubmaster doesn't give himself enough credit for being really good at interiors. So definitely thanks to him for designing this. Now let's go over to the next store. Now the next store, if you're a 90s kid, you probably notice what this is. This is a very sad sight. I don't know really why we put this in here. Mr. Non-Newtonian, I gave him the choice to design a store, and I kind of walked away, and I came back, and we talked about it a little bit, and I saw this, and I instantly knew, why do we have a Blockbuster in the mall? Now, if you don't recall what Blockbuster is, it's a movie rental place. It was really popular in the 90s, and then they've basically all but died. I think there is still a couple around, but for the most part, they're dead. So this store may or may not stay in the mall, but it is pretty neat. It is obviously, it's been closed down. It's got the doors, got a little barricade on it. Let's walk under it here. I know there's a way under this thing. If not, we're cutting the tape. There we go. And as you can see, it's a very, very sad sight. These stores used to be amazing. I used to love to go up into these stores and rent like a PlayStation 1 game and rent a VHS. It was amazing. So yeah. They're very sad. They're very empty. So you can see the empty shelves. Oh, looks like somebody's done ransacked what was left. You know, this is so unrealistic. Blockbusters wouldn't have any money left in them after they closed down. Yeah, they were pretty broke whenever most of them shut down. We had one in our hometown and it closed down, I want to say right around 2003 or 4. Ours probably lasted longer than some of them did. This over here, this looks like the old return. You can return your old movies, your DVDs, VHS. Pretty sure Blockbuster was out of business by the time Blu-rays came around, so heck, maybe we can find a couple in there. I don't know. Looks pretty empty to me. But anyways, I do want to thank Mr. Non-Newtonian for designing the Blockbuster. Now you're probably wondering, you're seeing that color above it. We're going to go up here. That is the smallest store that we're about to go to. We've got 2 stores left. This store here. Now, some malls still carry these. This is like one of those little mobile Best Buy stores, or mobile Best Buy stores, whatever you want to call it. Some people say mobile, some people say mobile. Somebody's going to get mad at me regardless for the way I say it. So, we're going to come into here. This is where you would buy maybe some cell phones, some of your smaller electronics, maybe your tablets, iPads. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to mention maybe put an Apple store in here, and we debate it. Originally, this was going to be an Apple store, and then we realized this is way too small for an Apple store. They would not have something this small. So we needed a little cell phone place. You can come up here. Well, it's Scrap Mechanic. We don't have cell phones, so we have sensors, pipe pieces. You can get you a little Best Buy Blue Duck. Back here, we've got some more sensors. We've got some gates, a little bit of storage. Just a really tight, cozy store. You got your little cash register here. We just really needed something to fill this area with, and we weren't sure what we were gonna do. Initially, I thought maybe we would do a restaurant or something up here, or like a little walk-in, little counter, get your stuff, get out, like food court-wise. But we already had 2 food places downstairs, so that's why this turned into like a little cell phone store, little Best Buy store. Alright, on to our last store, and this is probably one of my favorite stores because of the colors. Me and Scrubmaster came up here and we really just hammered away at this store, and we thought, okay, somebody's gonna ask for a toy store / candy store. And that is like the perfect combination. Get your kids really hyper, get them some toys, and let them run around and have fun. So we're gonna walk in here. You've got your traditional checkerboard pattern floor. A lot of colors, a whole lot of colors. We've got purple ceiling, you've got this light green, you've got some purple and blues down here. I really like the interior of this store. It's got a really nice view. I mean, it's perfect. You're right across from the arcade. You can go get some toys and then run over to the arcade and play some video games. That worked out way better than I thought it would. I'm actually kind of curious. I didn't plan that out, but I guess it's just the way the building's set that it fits perfectly there and you see an arcade. Okay, so now for what's in the store. Back here, this is those little candy chutes. If you go to any of these big, devoted candy stores, you can grab like a little bag, and they've got these chutes. You just click the button, and you can fill your bag with different candies, and then they would take that, and they'll take it over here and weigh it on a scale. And most of them charge by the pound, not unless it's a specialty item, so you can do that there. Now, as far as your specialty items, they're under here. You've got a bunch of chocolate-covered ducks, cookies, and bolts. Because, yeah, that sounds really appetizing. So yeah, you've got that. You've got a little duck stand over here. Of course, we've got to have a duck stand. It's Scrap Mechanic. So you've got that over here. You've got some decorations like a candy cane pole. And then here's your toy section. Now, I have to say, Farmbot toys would be a little frightening to me, but they do make sense in Scrap Mechanic. So we've got your Farmbot heads. This is a really tight shelf, by the way. This almost didn't fit. I actually kind of measured this wrong a bit. But yeah, you can walk back here. You've got these little toy cars down here. Pick your favorite color. You've got toy trucks up here. Farmbot heads. Some more ducks. Let's walk back here. Maybe some posters here on the wall. You've got some gates down here, mugs, and even more Farmbot heads. I like the way this store came out. It is really hard to clutter shelves like that, but this did come out really good. And I'm really satisfied with the store itself. So I'll give you guys one last look at that. You can see some of the lighting in here. I'm really happy that the lights are still working. We've got to be close to that 256 light limit in this map. But you do get to see this lit up, so I'm really happy about that. Plus, there's quite a bit of natural light in the store. But anyways, that's going to probably about do it for this episode here today. I do hope you enjoyed this mall. This was requested by a lot of people, and I'm really glad to get majority of the work done. Now do keep in mind, we've got 2 decent sized stores up here that need to be filled. So next episode, depending on the comments here, I'll choose 2 that are really popular, and we will stick those stores in here. So we have 2 options here. So go ahead, comment below, let me know there. Let me know a name for the mall. We need to do that too. We'll make a little sign, probably, I don't know if we're going to do it out front here. We could, no, I don't want to replace the mall up there. We'll probably stick it out front. So we'll do that. But anyways, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Scrap Mechanic. If you didn't check out yesterday's episode, I'll link that in the description. We've got a couple more stores there and a really fantastic bakery made by Coca Cookie. But yeah, if you'd like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a fantastic weekend. Tomorrow we will return with some more My Summer Car and have some fun there. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time on Scrap Mechanic. Thank you.